Hello guys, welcome to this video. So I'm going to be looking at the ICT paper 3-1 2024 May June. So for this video I'm going to concentrate on the web authoring aspect. So we begin. It says create a new folder called J2431. Okay, so let's just go do that. So I'm going to go to my folder here. I'm going to create new and then call it J3431. Am I correct? Let me be sure for what I'm saying. Sorry, 2431, yes. 2431. That created. Locate only the following files and then store them in your J2431 folder. So all these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's go move them inside the folder. So I'm going to locate them here. This is the first one here, contact 1. I'll hold down my control key, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these. So I want to move them inside J2431 folder by dragging. Okay. Now the question says, display the content of your J2431 folder showing the folder name, all file names, file extensions, file sizes, and image dimensions. So let's be sure that all those are available there. So let me just go open it, and then you want to make sure it is in list form. Okay, it's displayed in list form. So you have the file name here. The file extension is showing there. So if your own is not showing, you can go to view and then go to more, and then you want to make sure that file name extension is checked here. Okay, now let me just take them one after another. So I have folder name is showing there, which is up there. All file names, yes. File extensions, file sizes. Let's be sure that our file sizes are shown. Yes, file size is shown, and then I think the last one will be the image dimension. So we need to make it available. So you want to go up here, you want to click right here, and then come down to dimension and make sure that it is checked. If you cannot see it there, you can go to more and then select from the option here. Okay, good. So take a screenshot of this folder, making sure that the required information is clearly visible. Place this screenshot in your evidence document. Okay, so let's go ahead to take a screenshot of the folder. You want to make sure that you get your folder name right. So I'm going to click on my print screen and then make sure I get the folder name up there. Okay, so it's supposed to be like this, right? This is step 10. So I'll go to my evidence and then I'll have step 10 evidence. Okay, and then you want to paste it right here. Okay, so that's fine. Should I make it smaller? It's not always advisable because you want the examiner to see exactly. So I need to just push this down. Okay, so let me just make this green. So everything here done. Okay, so you're gonna get yourself 1 mark for that. So let's go task 4, web page. Create a web page called splendid.htm and save this in your J2431 folder. Okay, so let me use my expression web. And yes, so obviously it opens in a new and untitled HTML page, which is okay. So for some reason, if your own doesn't open like this, you can go to file and then go to new and make sure you click on HTML, and that will do the same thing here. So what I'm going to do here is simply to save this. I want to save it inside. I want to save it inside my desktop, inside the J2431 folder here. Okay, and the name, let me see what the name is. So the name is going to be splendid.htm, right? So we go there. So you want to make sure that the file name is splendid.htm, and then you can save that. Right? Next, so this web page must be created using a single table and work in all browsers. The table must fit 85% of the browser window and have a structure as shown in this diagram. Okay, so let's go ahead to create the table. So I'm going to go ahead and create a table. So you want to go to table here, table, insert table. You can do this in your design view if you want to. So here, the table is going to be how many columns we have. The number of columns here should be 1. Sorry, let me just remove all those. Okay, so let me draw instead. So the number of columns 1, 2, and then the number of rows 1, 2. Oh, sorry, I didn't get that right. So number of rows would be this: the 0, 1. That's 1, 2. Yes, 3, 4. And 5. Okay, so we have 2 columns and 5 rows. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that. So 5 rows and then 2 columns. Okay, so remember that the table must fit 85% of the browser window. So you want to make sure that the width is 85%. So it's already in percent. Make sure you check percent in percent here, and then make the value to be 80% right here, which is the width. Right, good. So you want to click that, and then the code will be generated for us. So let me switch to design view to see the table. So this is the table that's been created. So what we want to do is to merge the cells. So let me just remove this, everything here, and then merge the cells so that they can look like what we have here. Okay, so everything is merged at the top. So I'm gonna go back there and then select everything here, right click, and then go to modify and then merge cells. Okay, so I'm gonna call that A. The next one will be B, which is merged also here, just here and here. These 2 cells were merged, so I right click and then go and merge them, and then I'll call it B. Okay, just like it is on the question. So CD, so C will be here, D will be here. Let's see. Okay, so E will be a merge here too. So we merge these 2 cells. Yes, merge here. So C, D, E. Okay, we have E right there. F and G, F, G will be here. Okay, so we've created something that looks like what we have in the question. So the next thing you want to do for the cells A and B, you want to set their height and width accordingly. So let's look at A. Let's go and set the height of the A. So you want to click inside A cell here, right click inside. You want to go to cell property. In cell property, you want to specify the height in percent. So you want to check percent and make sure it's 20%. Am I correct? Yes, the height is 20%. So you're going to apply that and then okay that. So the next one will be the B. The B, the width is 60%, right? So you want to click right there, also right click, and then go to cell property, and then make the width to be in percent, and it should be in 60%, and you can okay that. Okay, so I think we've gotten the table the way it looks here, right? And then it says, the question says, each table cell is identified with a letter. Yeah, the cell content shown in the diagram must not appear on the final page. Okay, of course. And the table borders must not appear on the final page. Okay, so let me say something about this table border. If you want the border to appear, you want to go to the code, you want to get to the table here, and then have border here, the border attribute here, but the question never said that, so avoid putting the border, right? So I want to leave it out so that the border will not show in my final page. So we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. So everything here is done. So number 12, set the title of the web page to Splendid. Okay, so let me just remove this. Let me copy that, Splendid Toadfish. So let me just copy that. So the title, of course, is in the code here. So when you're in design view, you can really just right click and then go to the page property and then set the title. The title is here, untitled, and then make it to be Splendid Toadfish, and then you can OK that, and you see that in your code it's been added in the title tag, right? So that's for number 12. Number 13, enter in cell A the text, conserve our endangered species. So I'm going to just get this. So in cell A, I'm going to have this text in there. So I'm going to remove, make sure you remember to remove the letter in there. So you want to paste it. So I just pasted it right in there. Okay. So enter in cell C the text, Splendid Toadfish. So I'm just going to copy it in cell C, Splendid Toadfish. So let me just do that. Split here, remove the letter, and then paste it in there. Splendid Toadfish. The next question says, set the text in cells A and C as *1. So I'm going to simply select this, and then making sure that I set it to style 1. Style H1, sorry, right? Style H1, yes. And then select this one too. Okay, so let me just do that in the code view actually. So when it's selected, everything is already selected here. So I'm gonna go here, go make it style H1, and then that can still apply. Okay, so this one is style H1 and this one is style H1. So that is fine. Okay. Okay, so everything 12 and 13 done. So number 14, enter in cell G the text created by, so let's do that. Text created by, followed by your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, so in cell G, let's go to cell G. Okay, and then enter the text here, created by, and then followed by my name, which one only for is my name, comma, NG156 is my center number, and then 0004 will act as my candidate number. Okay, so set this text as style H2. So I'm going to select it. I want to select everything, making sure that you select everything as a matter of fact, and then making it H2. Okay. Oh, sorry. Everything done. Number 14 done. So number 15 says place in cell B the image J2431 splendid.jpg. So in cell B, that's Splendid. So let's go do that. In cell B here, you remove the letter, you go to insert, and then go to picture. From here, you want to navigate to your file, which is this. Okay, J2431. So I want to have Splendid here, Splendid.jpg. You can insert that. Now, okay, let's just insert. Let me see if there's alternative text question somewhere. Add appropriate alternative text to all images. So you can actually do that. Okay, so let me add alternative text. So I'm going to call it Splendid here. Okay, so I'll okay that. Now, if for some reason you've added the picture and then you saw that you need to add an alternative text, you can right click on it and then go to picture property. From picture property, you can now write the Splendid property as the alternate text, right? So you can always do that. Okay, so place in cell E the text from the file. Sorry, I'm not done here actually. Okay, so D, So place in cell D the image J2431 contact.jpg. Okay, in cell D, contact has to be in cell D. Where is cell D? Here. So we'll remove the D and then go to insert. You want to go to from file and then contact right there, and then I'm going to give it contact as the alternate text. Okay, that. Okay. Okay, so the next one will be F. In F, in cell F, the image location J2431 location.jpg. So let me just have location right there. So I'm going to remove the letter again and then go to insert and then go to picture, and then you want to take location right there. Okay, that, and then call it location as the alternate text. So that should be fine. All right, good. So sorry, here done. Okay, so in 17 it says place in cell E the text from the file J2431 text.txt. Okay, so in cell E, a file with E here. Okay, so let me just remove this. Okay, so let me just go ahead to get the file, which is here. Okay, so I'm going to Control A, Control C, copy everything here. You want to go in here, you want to paste everything in here. Okay? Okay. So the next question after that is set each of these three paragraphs into, into paragraphs, into paragraph. Set each of these three paragraphs into paragraph style. Okay? So what I'm going to do here, you want to select each and every one of them and then have paragraph, make them P, paragraph style. Okay, so here you want to also so let me select everything here. Let me also try this in the code view. So let me just select it here, go to the code view, and then add paragraph right there. Add paragraph. Okay, so as you can see that there's a bit of space here and there a line break, two line breaks here. I don't really need, the reason why this BR tags, that's what's making the code, the space to be a lot here actually, right? So if I go ahead to click here and then backspace and then maybe go down a bit. So you can go to the code view, the line break here, there's still one line break, you can remove it. Okay, so when you remove it, your spacing will be even here. Okay, so it's important that you know that. Okay, that's why it's always good to have an idea of the code before before the examination. So as you can see, there are line breaks here. I don't need them because that's what actually leaves this amount of space right here, and I don't need it. You can actually remove it in the code, in the design view, by backspace one more time, thereabout. So let's see if that goes. Okay, so I think there's still one, so you can remove that. Okay, so that in your design view it's going to look even, right? So remaining this one also, so I'm going to make it also in form of a paragraph, and then that leaves a bit of line down here. I'm going to backspace one more time, and then one more time. So let me see how it looks in the code view to be sure that there's no okay, there's still one. So if I'd gone back one more, that would have removed it. Okay, so it's always good to have a clean code, so each of them are within a paragraph. Okay, good. So I don't know where this T is coming from. Where is this T? Did I make a mistake somewhere? Let me see. Where's the T is? Okay, that's the, oh my God. It's not inside there. Okay, so you need to put it back. So my bad. So you gotta be careful when you're doing this. So let me just remove that T. That's supposed to be part of this, right? So maybe I didn't select that particular letter when I was adding the paragraph. So some of these things are the things you have to be careful about when you are giving tags or creating web page. Okay, so let's proceed. So this done. So number 18, attach the style sheet J2431 style.css to your web page. Do not edit this style sheet. Okay, so let's go and attach the style sheet. So you want to go to attach style. Let's browse our style, and then we want to be sure that this is the style. J2431 style.css. Yes, that's it. So we can attach that and then okay it, and then we'll have something like this. Okay, so let's first of all, let's even save our changes and go ahead and preview our web page here. So everything is looking good. All right, so whatever change I'm going to make, I'm going to save it and then refresh this page every time. Okay, so now I've done this. Now number 19 says create a new style sheet so that the file J2431 logo.png is placed as a single background image in the top left corner of the window. Okay, so it means that we want to use this picture as a background image, but it has to be aligned to the top left corner. Okay, all right, so let's do that. So let's create a new style sheet. Okay, so let's first of all create a new style sheet. So you want to go to file here, you want to go to new, you want to go to CSS, that's the style sheet. So let's first of all, let's create the code for the background image. So you want to go to new. Yes, you want to go to new. The background image has to be on the body. Okay, that's the body tag, right? So what you want to do, you want to click on background here. You want to go to background image and then browse the image here. So that's J2431 logo. You want to open it right there. So when you open it, see that if you apply that, it's going to repeat itself. So that's why preview is very, very important. So whatever you're doing, be looking at the preview. So you see that it's going to be actually it's going to be repeated multiple times. So you don't want that. You want it to be single. I think that's what the question says. Please, as a single background, right? So what you want to do, you want to go to background repeat, and then you want to click on no repeat, so it's going to be single, right? So the next thing you want to make sure is that it is aligned at the top. Okay, it is aligned at the top left corner. So when you leave it like this, is actually at the middle, right? So let's assume that this is the axis. Okay, so you have the y-axis here, you have the x-axis here. So if you want it to be at the top here, so you look at this now. The background position x indicates the x-axis, which is here. So when you take it to the left, the image goes to this point, and then when you take it to when you make the y to be top, the image will now move the final position to this point, which is the left. That's the final position. So what you want to do here is actually to make the background position here to be left. So that shifts it to the left, to the middle, and then you want to push it to the top with the x-axis, and then make it top. So that will push it to the top. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. So I think we can now apply that. Let's go ahead to apply that. Apply and okay. All right. So that's for that particular question. So the next question says the table is right aligned within the browser window. So if you want the table to be right aligned to the browser window, you need to make the right margin to be 0 and then the left margin to be auto. Okay, so let's do that. So let's go ahead and create the new style, and it has to be table, the table selector, and then we want to get to the margin. Where do we get the margin? I think box here. box, we get the margin here, and then what you want to do is to set the right margin to 0. So you want to set it to 0, and then the left, you want to make the left to be auto. Okay, so that's how you can align your the table to the right within the browser window. Okay, so I can apply that. Okay, that. So the table is right aligned. Okay, that is done. So this is done. So H1, H2, and the paragraph style use the font times New Roman if times is not available. Browser's default serif font if neither of these fonts is available. Okay, so let's go ahead to do that. So our selector in this case will be H1, comma, H2, comma, and then P, which is the paragraph, right? So it's going to take a times. So you go to font, you type times New Roman, times. So let me have, oops, I mixed it up here, actually. So I'm going to have times as the first, and then if it's not available, the browser will take times New Roman. Browser's default serif font if neither of these fonts is available. So this is how you set it. So times come first, times New Roman next, and then serif font will be the default font if the other fonts are not available. Okay, so that is done here. So H1, H2, and paragraph style are bold. Okay, so they all share the same property. So I'm going to also add bold right there. Okay, so you want to get to font weight. You want to make sure that it is bold. Okay, and then you can apply and okay that. Right. So what's the next thing? The paragraph is justified. Okay, yes, the paragraph is justified. So it has a different property from the rest. So you want to create that too. So P, it is justified. So you want to go to block and then go to, block, not box, block, sorry. And then the text alignment has to be justified, and then you can okay that. Okay. So that's for the paragraph. So your name, center number, and candidate number are set as a comment at the top of the style sheet. Okay. Okay. So let's go make a comment. So you want to click at the first line here, enter, and then move up one more, and then / asterisk star, and then I have my name Kichuku. Onolefo, comma, NG156, comma, 0004 as my candidate number, and then you want to start with star one more time, and then /, and then that will be added as a comment in the CSS page. Okay, so that is done. Okay, make sure that your style sheet contains no HTML or scripting language and is as efficient as possible. Yes, we were able to make it efficient as possible because we were able to give similar property like the H1, H2, and the P. They all have similar property, and then we'll make sure we created those attributes. We give those attributes to them, right? So which is cool. So save this style sheet in your J2431 folder in cascading style sheet, which is CSS format, as J2431 CSS2 underscore followed by your center number underscore candidate number, for example this. Okay, so let's go do that. Okay, so let's go save it. So you want to go save it. Okay, so we're already in J2431 folder. So you want to save it with this name, J2431 CSS2 underscore NG156, which is my center number, underscore 0004 as my candidate number. And it has to be in CSS form. So you can type .css depending on the app that you're using. I'm using actually web expression, and that will be saved as CSS for me. As you can see the name here, it will be saved as CSS because I created it as a CSS file, right? Good. Okay, so that's for that. So I've saved this. So the next thing is attach this style sheet to your web page so that it has higher priority than the one attached in step 18. Okay, so the last style sheet that you apply always takes up a higher priority. So what you want to do, you want to open your HTML page. Okay, so see our preview here. So this is how our page looks like. So when I attach the style sheet, I'm going to preview it here and then see how our page will look like after attaching the style sheet. So let's go ahead to do that. So you want to go to attach style sheet and then browse the style sheet. So this is the one that we want to attach, the one we created. Open it and then okay. So that will attach. A bit of change, so we can click the save button and then go ahead and refresh our page, and then you can see that the logo.png is aligned at the top left corner here. Okay, and then a bit of change in the font and the arrangement. All right, okay, good. So that's for that. So about the priority, making sure that our CSS takes higher priority. So if you go to the code view here, you will see that this is the where is it? This is it here. So the first CSS that we added was the first one here. So the last one, which is the one that we created, will always take higher priority. If you switch this one with if you switch it with the other one, with this one, so if this one comes below, it takes higher priority, it's going to apply. Okay, so you can try it. Okay, so just the only thing I want you to know is that the last CSS that you have, the one that is the last one that is below, is the one that will have the higher priority. Okay, all right, so let's proceed. So the next question, take a screenshot of your style sheet and place this in your evidence document. Make sure that the file name and all contents are clearly visible. So this is step 19. So let's go ahead to take a picture of the style sheet, which is here. So I'm going to use my print screen one more time. So what I need is just this part, making sure that the file name is visible. So I will copy that and then go to my evidence, and then go down to step 19, evidence, and paste it right there. Okay, so that's it. So that's for that. This is done. So the next question, number 20, save your web page. Take a copy of your HTML source and place this in your evidence document. So let's go ahead. Let's save our web page. So let's go open the splendid.html. Make sure everything is saved. Everything is saved. You want to just copy everything. Control A. You want to copy everything. Control C. Copy. You want to select, yes, Control A is to highlight everything, and Control C is to copy everything, and then go ahead to paste in your evidence document. Okay, so I'll call this step 20, evidence, which is the HTML source. So let me just call it HTML source. Okay, and then you can close that, close that, and then paste down here. Okay, so be sure that you paste everything. That's for that. So display your web page in a browser. If necessary, resize it so that all the page can be seen, all text can be easily read, the address bar is fully visible. Take screenshot evidence showing your web page in the browser. Place this in your evidence document. Okay, so let's go ahead to do that. So let's now I've saved everything here, and then I'll go and refresh my web page one more time. So let me just refresh this to be sure that everything is added here. So what I want to do, if you check, this is not, it's a bit bigger. So what I want to do, most of the times you may have to reduce the window a bit, right? Something like this. So reduce it a bit, and then you can click on this dot, and then go down and reduce the zoom out. Okay, zoom out a bit. Let me see. I think I probably might have to zoom more. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so everything is showing properly now. So I'm going to take a screenshot of everything here, making sure that I also have the file name and the directory up there. So everything here. So take a screenshot like this. Boom. All right. So you want to go to your evidence document, and then this should be step 20 evidence. So here you paste it right here. Okay, good. So that's it right there. Yeah, so everything here done. If I'm missing anything, leave a comment down below just in case. So if you succeed in doing this, you're going to get about total marks of 34. So printing the evidence document, task 5, make sure your name, center number, and candidate number appear on every page of your evidence document. Save your evidence document, print your evidence document. So you can save your evidence document. So let me just save, and then you can go ahead and print your evidence document. So let me just print, and then look at how it's going to look like. So you have about okay, so this is everything here. Yeah, so evidence document is always the most important part of basically paper 3. So ensure that you print your evidence document. I think it's also very important in paper 2. In fact, evidence document in paper 2 is heavier than even paper 3. So be sure to print everything. Okay, now any other thing? I think everything is done here. Okay guys, so that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.